On today's episode, we'll be reviewing the Prada Esplanade Shoulder Bag. Interested to learn more? Stay tuned. Hello everyone and welcome. If you're new to my channel, my name is Caleb, and on here you're going to find a lot of things like luxury shopping, reviews, reveals, unboxings, all that great kind of stuff, plus daily vlogs, travel vlogs, that sort of thing. So if you're into those videos like I am, make sure to hit the subscribe button down below and hit the little bell icon so you're notified when I post new content. I post luxury shopping and reveals on Wednesdays, travel and daily vlogs on Sundays. And you can also find me over on Instagram, caleb.snell.designer, same name over on TikTok. Now today we're going to be discussing the Prada Esplanade Shoulder Bag. Now this collection, the Esplanade collection anyway, came out, I would want to say like 2 or 3 years ago over at Prada. It came most commonly in a bicolor design. Mine is the gray Saffiano leather with the black calfskin trim at the top and throughout. They also had like a tote that came in I think 2 or 3 sizes, and they had the thicker guitar strap on the shoulder bags, and I think eventually it came out with a thinner strap that was a lot longer for crossbody. Other than that though, there's not a whole lot of information on this bag or the collection really out there on the internet. Now, fun backstory, if you haven't already seen my bag collection video, I'll link it down at the bottom. I think I told you guys the story in that video, but just in case you're new around here, I bought this bag probably at the start of COVID last year. Now, we went to the Prada outlet. It had just been discontinued and showed up at the outlet that day, so they had just gotten the shipment in. I think they had the gray bicolor, I think there was like a red and maybe like a forest green that had just come in. Anyway, long story. So this bag was sitting up at the top shelf with a halo of LED light, how it always goes for me anyway, and we have to stand in line because it's COVID, so they're only letting in 10 shoppers at a time. You stand in line forever, get your temperature taken, hand sanitize, and then you can go into the store. Well, as we're going through the queue outside, I see the Esplanade collection, and I just knew that I'd be bringing it home. And every time someone inside would walk by it or walk up to it, I just want to be like, no, don't buy that bag. Ooh, gross. Don't, stay away from that bag. Just because I knew they'd have a limited quantity, and I absolutely had to have one, especially in the gray colorway. This is my only gray bag in my collection. I think that's right. Yeah. Anyway, beside the point. So we finally make it through the queue, get inside, and absolute love at first sight. I think this bag originally retailed for $1,690 when it was at the full price boutique. And then I think at the outlet, I was able to get it for only like $1,100. So I saved a decent chunk of money considering its original MSRP. Now, the Esplanade collection is famous for its two-tone design. They did make some in a solid color, and they had a really special line, the Greca line. I really want the begonia colorway. Now, check out this bag and tell me that it doesn't give you early 90s Taco Bell glamour vibes. It's a vibe. I definitely have to have this bag in my collection. Anyway, so I have, like I said, the classic Saffiano and calfskin leather. Now this bag, it's not large at all by any means. The dimensions, it is 9 1/4 long, 6 1/2 tall, and 3 1/4 wide. Now you're probably thinking to yourselves, like, Caleb, that's a pretty reasonably sized bag. Well, the way, and my main and only gripe about this bag is the way that it opens. So you have this small zipper opening up at the top. It's almost like the small Lady Dior's before they redid the zipper and switched to a flap. So if you're familiar with that bag, just know that this is a pain to get in and out of, especially if you're wearing rings. Luckily my engagement ring, it's just a channel cut design, but if I'm wearing like a larger cocktail ring, which I mean I carry this during the day, so why would I have a cocktail ring on? If I were to have a cocktail ring on, it would definitely scratch the leather and make it near impossible to get anything in and out of. You also can't carry a full-size wallet in here. I know that sounds like a lot of gripes, but I do absolutely love the bag. Now on the interior, and I'll show you guys a close-up, there are 2 slip pockets. It's lined in a beautiful smooth calfskin or maybe a lambskin leather, and overall it's a stunning bag. You have the gold details, the gold hardware, and what I love most about the guitar strap style is it has these 2 D-hooks, and I'm thinking of maybe picking up a small key or coin holder at Prada, or I would really love one of those robot tricks from a few years ago. I would love to find one with gold hardware and clip him on there. I think that'd be so cute. But I also think that this kind of gives it kind of a modern vibe with the current re-edition that's out that has the little pouch that you can hang from the strap. Now what I do love about this bag is it's the perfect size to wear it as like a bum bag. I typically just wear it over my shoulder and it kind of sits up high on me, which I like. So it makes it great for travel or days when you're just out running about in town. Now you can also, if you wanted to sort of dress it up, you could take off the strap and then just carry it as a clutch. It is the perfect size to just fit right in your hand, and it's a great evening bag. I've carried it both ways. So I guess you could have a cocktail ring on, so maybe I wasn't so crazy. I love this bag, you guys. It's so beautiful. I say that about all my bags, don't I? Now, with this one, you do have the lock on the end there with the key clochette, and I love that you can close the zipper and lock it closed if you're out traveling and you need that extra added security. Now, they do have, I think they're selling a new version at the outlet that's made for factory. This is, of course, a full price delete, but the made for factory versions, they're a bit larger, and you lose a lot of the detail, which I think is such a bummer. You lose the lock, you lose the keys, of course, and that larger zipper that you can lock down. So you gain a little more space, but you lose a little bit of the character. So it's kind of a give and take with that one. All right, so you're probably wondering how roomy the interior is and what it can fit. Let's take a look. All right, so here we have the Prada Esplanade up close. So this just has the traditional lettering Prada Milano here on the front. And as you can see, that leather is stunning. I love Prada leather. Now here at the end, you have a lot of detail. So you have the thicker zipper pull with the lock hole in it. You also have the gold Prada lock, and this lock is really hefty. It weighs quite a bit, so if you're carrying this around for a full day and traveling, I might recommend leaving this at home or in the dust bag. And of course you have the key clochette that comes with 2 keys tucked in there. They're kind of a pain to get in and out. I think the clochette was a little small for 2 keys. But anyway, the hardware on this bag is absolutely stunning. Everything is marked with the Prada Milano stamps, and like I said, you have the 2 D rings here on the strap as well, which gives it a little bit kind of an architectural interest, especially when you're carrying it crossbody. And like I said, you can hang the tricks from there, maybe even a coin pouch for a little extra style. I just think it's kind of neat to have utilitarian usage of those. Now, the interior of the bag, it's in a traditional smooth Prada leather. Of course, it's going to be a black hole here on camera. However, back there you have the Prada Made in Italy stamp, and there are 2 slip pockets. Now the slip pockets with the little flap here, they're kind of a pain to get in and out of, so I really don't use those for much. I think I might have at one point stuck like a ticket or a receipt in there. There's really not a whole lot you can do with those pockets, especially now that phones are a little bit bigger. But let's go ahead and load this up and see what all can fit. So as you can see, I have our trusty iPhone 6 Plus tester phone. This is the same size, well, very similar to the new Pro sizes, so we'll slide that on in. As you can see, fits in there without any issues at all. Then let's get our card holder in there. This week I'm just going to be using my very old, as you can tell, Prada card holder. Can't go anywhere without my gum. I work in sales, so I don't want to offend anybody. Our Shiseido blotting paper. Of course, my headphones. We'll put those in last. Now let's see if we can get our keys in there. I'm using my new Prada key holder this week, so I'm pretty excited about that. Slide that down in. Okay. And headphones. And we were able to get it all in there. Now, given that this is, Saffiano leather from Prada, it is pretty hefty to begin with. So now that this is loaded up, it is a little heavy, but still, fabulous little bag. I can't recommend this one enough. I have been interested in, like I said, the Greca line is really unique. They had some great pinks. There's even a really cool like forest green and black bicolor. Even black on black I think would be really cool for a very sleek minimalist look. And the Prada Esplanade totes are really gorgeous too. I think those might still be in production. I think they were about at the start of the year when I last checked. They might still be making the tote version of this, but unfortunately the shoulder bag is discontinued unless you go to the outlet. I know they have some of them with the shorter strap, but I just love this thick guitar strap. Especially with a bag this hefty, you want a thicker strap to be a little bit more comfortable on the shoulder throughout the day. All right, you guys, so I know it was a bit of a quick video this week, but there's not much that can be said about this Esplanade bag other than the fact that it's a fabulous little bag. I highly recommend it if you're in the market for something smaller that you can wear for travel, daily use. You could even, transition to evening, which also makes it a great travel bag. Less bags that you have to take with you, but I mean, why would you want to take less bags? I think multiple looks are fun on a trip. So regardless, fabulous little bag. I can't recommend it enough. I love the gold hardware. It's still shiny. It's still rich gold hardware, even after using it for about a year. And I can't say enough about this bag. It's that traditional Saffiano leather from Prada, so you know it's going to wear like a tank. You just have to be careful about the softer lambskin leather up here at the top. That does scratch, and I don't know if you guys can see it, but there are some scratching along the top where my nails or rings gotten caught when I'm trying to get my things in and out. But overall, I can't sing the praises of this bag enough. It's absolutely wonderful, and I highly recommend it. All right, guys, well, thank you so much for stopping by this week. I hope you enjoyed the review of the Prada Esplanade bag, and if you already have it, let me know down in the comments which colorway you have. I've seen it in a really light pink. I really want that one. Like I said, I want the begonia and the Greca. I definitely want this bag in a few more colors. I'll just have to kind of scope them out and on the pre-owned market, maybe at Fashion File or Rebag. Anyway, guys, thank you for coming by. Have a great week. I'll see you on Sunday. Bye-bye.